Welcome to episode 2 of Winnipose. See right there? All Winnipose are the greats. That's what they do. They pose all the time. They know when to pose. They know how to pose. It's all about feeling. It's all about energy. Not gonna lie, I think I could do a professional job, just like knowing how to pose and just lean up on surfaces. I mean, look at this pose right now. It's natural. It's calm. It's inviting, but at the same time, it's not, over dominating. It's not over demeaning. Not demeaning to you, But we can do like this. Look at this. This is the French purr right here. If I had a big old moustache, I'd be twirling it around right now, talking about French stuff like baguettes and croissants and frogs. Do French people actually eat frogs and snails? I found out the big one in school. Like, oh, you go to France, you're always going to eat the snails. Never into the snail things. If I see snail, I want to crush it. Simple thing. That's all I want to do. If I see snail, I may think about, eating it on a plate. Yeah, if I was going to eat a bug or whatever, what do you even call snails? That's a good question. What are they? What is a snail? I'm going to find out right now, and that's going to be really good for What is a snail? What is a snail? It's an animal. It's a shelled gastropod. Ooh, it's a gastropod. Oh, damn. What's that? Yo, today we're learning today. So snails are gastropods. The gastropods, commonly known as slugs and snails, belong to a large taxonomic class of invertebrate within the phylum. Okay, there's a lot of. All you need to know is that they're from. It's a gastropod, whatever that means. That's along that commonly known as slugs and snails. So what's the difference between slugs and snails, though? Are slugs slower? I feel like snails are slower than snails are slower than slugs. Slugs. It's just a damn shame, dude. We should totally start that'd be kind of cool. You never have to do that Tour de France. What if you did that with snails? And we just found like a path where we did slugs versus snails, and we'll put like different numbers on them. And just put us on this racetrack. But we'll film it, of course. We won't do it live. When people would do it live, but then after the video would be like in 16 times speed. So just be like super fast going through it, and you'd be trying to figure out who's gonna win. That'd be cool. That's a genius idea right there. Tour de France, but with just snails and slugs, and what's who's faster. What's also like worms. Yeah. But the only difficult thing is keeping them on track, because they might want to veer off the track. Is a problem. So we need something to keep them on track. I'm thinking fire. If we just put fire all around on the sides, and we put the snails and the bugs on there. No, snails and bugs, not bugs, because bugs can fly up, obviously. Actually, we could put a roof in there. The bugs really can't escape. Yeah, but the bugs are obviously going to win. Bugs are always going to be faster. And it's too fast. It needs to be slow creatures. Worms, snails, slugs. There's also a slow animal. You could put a baby in there as well. Would that be illegal? I probably would be illegal. Okay, no babies. I think that's it, yeah. I mean, ants though, faster than a snail? Yeah, they kind of are though. They kind of are. Okay, what if it's just an ant an ant with one leg? Oh. So before we'll just cut off the three other. Nah, this kind of sounds kind of mean. But I mean, we want to make money here. Do you want to make money? Because I want to make money. Okay, so we'll take each ant and we'll cut it all, not all of its legs. We'll just leave just one leg, so we have to crawl to get to the end. And we'll set fire on all the edges, so they can't just go to the sides. Otherwise, they'll burn and die. But it may be dumb enough. A snail smart? I don't know, because you can't really tell, because they react so slowly. Like pigeons. Pigeons, they're dumb. Pigeons are really dumb. Like I don't know if you've been on the bus before. Things, with 4 wheels and stuff like that. Sometimes double deckers. Oh, now I want some chocolate. That's some good marketing. Double deckers? What a name for a chocolate. Now I want to think about bus, double decker. I'm thinking about chocolate. This is the marketing we need to think about, baby. Why is it not like a food called Hands? Huh? You guys want to get some hands? Hey, you can give me a hand. What, give you this hand the chocolate? Or just give me your hand, And you always make think about hands. Like Coca-Cola. In regular life, there's not really anything called Coca-Cola, is there? It's Coke, I guess. So, if you're ordering like meth, not meth, like cocaine, you can be like, oh, cocaine. I should probably get some Coca-Cola with that. Let me go to the shops. And then you get arrested. Oh, I see. Dude, my brain just went there. Coca-Cola was created by the government. Coca-Cola. Can you hear me? Coca-Cola was created by the government because it's called Coca-Cola. So whenever you go get some cocaine, right, some Coke, hey, can I have some Coke? You think immediately about getting Coca-Cola with it because it's Coke and Coke. So then you go to the shop, but then you're already on cocaine, so you're already out of it. So the shopkeeper will see that, will call the police, then you'll be arrested for the cocaine use. It's all a ploy by the government to get you arrested. Whoa, that's some high-level 4D chess strat to arrest people for drugs, bro. It's getting racist. It's getting a little racist. We're gonna stop doing that. This is okay. This is okay. This is my Professor X move. Actually, it was kind of nice. I think there must why people actually do this, because I don't really feel anything. Like I'm pressing harder. That's the massage way, right? You must always press harder. Nah, I didn't hear anything. What about here? Oh yeah, that's just stuff. See guys, I'm new cheekbones. Yeah, it feels normal. Dude, look at how my cheekbones are. Look at this. Dude, I'm a model right now. Look at these model looks. Yeah, but you've seen anything like this, baby. Yeah. Is there a way I could actually achieve this, mate, guy? If I could just like trap my cheeks like this. Damn straight, ladies. What up? You wanna put a pen in there? Dude, that would be sick. Dude, that would be kinda sick. If you could push back everything in here and somehow like be able to like make holes in the sides and like pushing the bones a little bit so that you could hold like pens and pencils in there. That'd be pretty cool. It'd be pretty handy because I'm using pens and pencils all the time. It's annoying to me how much of my life I've lost pens and pencils. If I were to put a number on it, that's a good question. If you were to put a number on the amount of pens and pencils that you've lost in your entire lifetime, it's got to be in the hundreds for some people. I don't know if it's hundreds. Have I hit 100 yet? I've got 20 years of life. 20 years of life. I've definitely lost over 100 pencils and pens. Not just to people. Not just to myself as well. Because you give someone like, hey, can I use this pen? Yeah, of course you mate. Of course you can, mate. And then they'll give it back to you. You're like, I mean, you forget yourself because you've got terrible memory. That should be a new, like, will be a good service for this. Netflix. A new Netflix show. A guy goes to hunt down all the pens that he's lost over his time. Hunts them down and kills all these people. Not kills them. It's just mildly annoying to them. Puts an annoying tattoo to them. While we're sleeping. No, he drugs them. Okay, so he goes to find all the people that previously didn't give back their pens and pencils to him. They gave to him. He finds them, he drugs them. He doesn't do anything weird to them. He just lays them down and then he does like a giant swastika all over their face, all over their chest, all over their chest, and then all over their legs as well. So then they have to go around with a giant swastika. This is doing really, all these, lovely key terms is doing a really good job at expanding my reach and making sure that my content reaches a ton of people. Let's talk about something family friendly. What's family friendly? It's cookies. Cookies are family friendly. Yes, they are. You can have cookies in different sizes. You can have big cookies, small cookies, cookies that you can throw at people. Frisbee cookies. Oh, why has there never been done before? Yo, people. This is free information right here. Right now, there's nobody watching this. In 10 years, there's going to be like 10 million people watching this because they're going to understand this is the start of some real products. Right here, they started right here. Frisbee cookies started right here. Like I'm not even gonna. I'll be nice. I'll be nice to you. I'll let you take these ideas. I'll let you take them for free. Okay. So act in this now. While there's like 10 people watching. Okay. While nobody's watching, because you can take it now. You can use it. You can become rich. Just remember to thank me. Okay. Send a little picture of this. See, look. When it's pose. You can copy that. You can take that. When it's pose. Wait. When it's pose. Oh, that's a good little tip. You're in a winner's pose, right? You want to spice up a little bit? Boom. Look up. Adds like 10 times the effect to it. You look cooler. What was I going to talk about earlier? What were we talking about? We're talking about products. I had a dope product idea. What was I talking about? I was talking about snails and then it's gone. Dude, I had an amazing idea. How to make like so much money. It would be an insane amount of money I would make. Cookie frisbees, that's right. Okay, so cookie frisbees. Is it actually made of cookies? But they're gonna be super hard cookies, right? They're gonna bite into it. Because right now, every cookie in the market too easy to bite into. A baby could bite into cookies. That's terrible. You need to there's a book. Patrick Bet David. Write this name down, okay? He's your new father. Understand that, okay? He's your new daddy, alright? But a painting above your bed. Patrick Bet David, okay? And a nice suit. No, in like, put Patrick David in whatever clothes you associate with someone in a very high position. So for you, it could be a suit. For me, it's going to be Santa Claus costume, because Santa Claus for me is a top G. You might actually have him in top G clothes, in Andrew Tate clothes. You might have him in a clown suit, because I don't know, you think clowns are good, you know? You might even have it in a Ku Klux Klan costume, because you really admire them, and you think that's a peak of society right there. So put him whatever. Anyway, Patrick David, he talks about this book called Blue Ocean Strategy. He didn't write it, but he talks about it. Okay. He wrote another book. We'll talk about it some other day. I haven't read it yet. I haven't read Blue Ocean Strategy either. I just heard him talk about it, and he's a smart guy. You should listen to smart people like me. So anyway, Blue Ocean Strategy. He talks about how you can make a business, right? That's different to other business. You're gonna make it stick out, okay? You can't just be every other cookie, okay? So we're changing things. We're already changing things with frisbee cookies, but you gotta think deeper. You gotta go multiple levels here, okay? That's the problem with most people. They think of a business idea. For example, what's a good business idea? I don't know, like a skateboard without wheels. We'll just call them skates. Ooh, skates. No. That's a new sneaker brand. With called skates. All right, and it'll be skates. It'll be like trainers designed to skateboard. Skates. I love it. But we'll just stop there. Just be like, that's it. That's the whole concept. It's going to be, we're going to make skateboards. We're going to make trainers which are designed for skateboarders, and that's it. And that's the thing we can't do with frisbee cookie, because frisbee cookie is good, but we need to make it different. So, number one difference, it's a frisbee and a cookie at the same time. Number two difference, it's going to be hard to eat than other cookies, right? Normal cookies are too easy to eat. Number three, it's going to be big, right? That big. Cookies are usually like, what, that big? Frisbee cookies, this big, very big. Frisbee cookies, very big, alright? So that's the third thing. Fourth thing, where do we usually buy cookies? Grocery stores. We sell frisbee cookies everywhere, okay? They're going to be in corner shops. They're going to be in Apple stores. We're going to send them in Samsung stores, because they exist. I know, you're surprised to me. Samsung stores, they actually exist. They do. I've seen one. I saw it a couple of years ago, alright? I didn't step aside that, because, you know me, I always for life, I would never do that to myself. I would never go into a Samsung store willingly. If I would, I'd go in dead. Exactly. My body would shut down. As soon as I walked into the Samsung store, I would be in the doorway, getting dragged in there, and my body would die immediately. Done. Apple Store, I'm rejuvenated. Apple Store, I can go for like a marathon. For real. Honestly, if I was gonna go a marathon, I genuinely would go to an Apple Store before I run, because it just hypes you up. Dude, I would go to an Apple Store. I'd be like, I'm gonna buy this thing if I complete this run at a marathon. And Apple Stores are so cool. Apple's so cool, man. Go buy an iPhone. What are you doing here, bro? What are you doing here, bro, sis? Sis, bro. Sis, white male, bro. What are you doing here? Go buy an iPhone. Huh? Change ways, man, okay? Calm. You want a blue bubble, don't you? You want a frisbee cookie. I'm back on point. You see, you thought I was on another tangent. You thought I was gone. You thought I vamooshed, gone. The subject was finished. No, it's not. I need something to point at you at. See? Wait. When is pause? Album cover. Let's switch it up on you in that last bit. Frisbee cookies. Okay. So frisbee cookies, so we made the difference with them. That's it. And you'll be thinking, okay, if I'm going to use a frisbee, guess what? It's going to deteriorate. So it's going to be a self-regenerating frisbee. How's a self-regenerating cookie frisbee? How's it going to work? I don't know. You figure it out. Okay, that's your job. I'm not making it, am I? Dummy. You want to be an entrepreneur, you got to think. Exactly. Patrick David, he said that. You want to be an entrepreneur, you got to think. Step number one for entrepreneur. Think. Okay. Brain. Okay. Think. Fix that. That's what frisbee. It needs to be, and it also needs. Oh, okay. Here's the main part of the frisbee cookie, because you're gonna be throwing it a lot, right? Because it's frisbee, right? And you don't want it to get destroyed, because if it, no, I mean not destroyed, because it's gonna be super tough. See, think, it's gonna be super tough. So when it hits the ground, the main thing you're gonna be worried about is germs getting on it and then like infecting it. So the way to fix this simply is just have it so you have a little bit of sensor on there, so it automatically detects when it's nearing to hit the floor, and then like a plastic layer would go over, covering all of the cookie, making sure it's safe when it touches the ground, so it doesn't get all the germs on it. Simple, done. How are you that gonna work? You know what Patrick Bet-David said. Patrick Bet-David's number one rule for being entrepreneur. Think. That's the number one step to be an entrepreneur. To be an next Steve Jobs, think. What did he do? Think. Isn't that like that's like one of Apple's sayings? Think different. Think different. Probably not thinking at all. That's just level one. See, Apple were already on level 2. Think different. Look at my nose. Wait, do you think I can get these glasses off just using my nose? Watch this. Wait, can't use gravity. Okay, I can use gravity. Just a little bit. It's impossible. That's not. That's just lip. No, sorry guys. I thought we were gonna have a viral moment with the TikTok, but we don't. I thought I was about to take the glasses off with this in my eyes. I guess if you got a real big nose, you can take it off. I've got like a nice medium nose, right? Just so much. Actually, my nose is kind of thin. I kind of got a boring nose. It's not really interesting nose. It's like I've got nearly a perfect nose. If it was a little bit bigger, it'd be perfect. And it's just on that like barrier of being too thin. Well, I go into nose talk. Just what you wanted to hear about on what's today? It's this it's a Monday afternoon. Well, it's a Monday off. It's going to be uploaded on a Monday afternoon. But if it is a Monday afternoon, it means you know. It means you're connected. Okay. It means you feel things different. You know how like Luke could sense Leia. He was like, "Fire, help me!" And then they were connected. That's us right now. You listen to this on a Monday afternoon. I am recording this on a Monday afternoon. It means we're connected. It means we could be secret family members. Okay. I mean, we're all born in Africa, right? Exactly. See? Thanks. See, we can do family-friendly talk. We don't have to just talk about, I didn't say the word. I didn't say the S word. Not that S word. The other S word. See, this channel is going to be super successful because I know when to turn it up. And I also know when to turn it down. I know when to go up. I know when to go fast. And I know when to go slow. What to talk about next? That's a good question. We're going to be told how to hold your hands. No, we're not. That's boring. It's a boring topic. What have we got in this room? Okay, last time I talked about printers. I did talk about printers. What have I got here? I've got Sports Direct. Let's talk about Sports Direct. What about Sports Direct? Sports Direct, that's number one clothes store. Number one out of all of them. I don't care. Disney store, Disneyland store, difference. Disney store, Disneyland store. I've only been to the Paris one. I haven't been to the Orlando. I'm sorry. But out of Nike, yes, it's Nike, not Nike. Adidas, JD, all of them. Sports Direct's number one. Number one reason. Big. It's a big stores. Sports Direct, always big stores. So when you go in on after school on a weekend, guess what? It always was cool to go to Sports Direct. Always was cool. Because number one, Sports Direct was big. It felt like a destination to go to. JD, Nike stores. Actually, Nike stores are pretty big. Actually, only the London one is. There's only one Nike store. Yeah, there's only one Nike store in the UK. It's the London one. So that's the first bad thing. One Nike store. Nike. There's only one Nike store. And JD, there's a bunch of them. But Sports Direct is the main one. Because number one reason, it's big. Okay? So when you're going on the weekends, when you're going down on the weekends after school, it actually feels like a cool destination to go to. It feels like it's amazing. There's lots to explore. Number two, there's lots of cool stuff in there. Cool miscellaneous stuff. That's what you need in the store. You need cool miscellaneous stuff. Those are the best stores ever. That's why Toys R Us was so cool in the beginning. Because it had lots of cool miscellaneous toys. You had normal Toys R Us. You had Babies R Us. You had RC cars. You had action figures. You had these cool electronic toys. It had everything. And Sports Direct has that. Sports Direct, you can find Nike trainers, but you can also find I don't know, golf clubs in there, basketballs. Dude, that's the reason for sports being the best one out of all of them. Basketball, you can buy basketballs there, you can buy footballs there, you can buy all the balls that you want in the world. You can't do that at JD, you can't do that at Adidas. Simple as. Sports Direct, that's what happens, okay? Sports Direct, third thing. All the Nike stuff comes in these like orange boxes and red. It's an experience game for Nike boxes. Nike or Adidas, it's going to be different colours. It's going to be different colour boxes. No, Sports Direct is always one colour. Orange every single time. It makes it feel special. It makes you feel like you're adding to a collection, you know? It makes you feel you're building up. Like you're collecting all these different cool like action figures, you know? That's number 3. Number 4, it's cheap. It's cheap, you can buy expensive stuff, you can buy non-expensive stuff. It's brilliant. So go to Sports Direct today, take your mum there, have a nice little vacation, find all cool miscellaneous stuff. That's what we're going to do, and that's going to be next to the tills. That's going to be next to the tills. Is where all the cool miscellaneous stuff is in Sports Direct, which I love. You don't get that in like Adidas. You don't get in a lot of stores. Where you can just find random cool stuff. That's always cool about like going to game or like CX, because you always find like these weird PS2 era games that you've never heard of before. So that's how you're gonna make cool stores. That's how you make stores cool. You find all the miscellaneous stuff you can add in there, like cookie shops. So we bring them all around. This is how you make cookie shops interesting. You might be thinking to yourself, cookies, just cookies. That's not going to be interesting. Why would anyone just want to go to a specifically cookie store? It's not interesting at all. But it is. If you add miscellaneous stuff, for example, if in a cookie store you added what could you add there? What could you add there? What if you added like an obstacle course that you have to complete in a certain amount of time, and on the obstacle course there's also cookies on there. So you have to eat those cookies at the same time while also completing the course and make sure you finish in time. And every time you have to eat a cookie, every time you take a bite of a cookie and you chew and then swallow it, you have to pause. You've got to try and manage your time carefully. You see, you got to make this stuff interesting. Making like a cookie Easter egg hunt, okay? So cookies are dotted around, you've got to try and find them in the store, and some of them are going to be in the roof. Open up your roofs, people. Dude, that would make... What do we say? Patrick Bet David first. I'm going to look at the camera. I haven't looked at the camera this whole time, and I apologise. Patrick Bet David's first rule of entrepreneurship, thinking. That's his first rule. And to think, you gotta go deeper. And so I'm thinking right now, open up your roofs. Why does no one ever try? Dude, do you know how cool it would be to be able to go on the roof of the cookie store and have all these like, it would make it sort of super interesting. You know what would make it more interesting? Don't even the first 2 floors of like the apartment. Screw it. Don't try and make more money by having like, you know, people in the apartment above. No. Those people are gone. Okay, kicking them out. Okay, burn them. Burn them. Get them out of there any way you can. Those 2 floors now. There's nothing going there. They're just stairs. That's all they are. But just stairs. There's nothing going on. They're just stairs. The roof. That's where the cookie store actually is. Imagine how much cooler it's going to be. When it rains, you can have different like, you know, like roofing and stuff when it rains and stuff like that. But all that matters is the aesthetic. You can have lights when it gets dark. Oh, dude, why did all stores just have a roof access? All stores should be on roofs permanently. Imagine McDonald's on the roof. Imagine how much cooler it would be having nice chairs, just sipping, drinking on the balcony while watching like all the roads and the. I'm making America great again. I'm making UK great again. Oh no, that's just ruined my like. That's not gonna ruin my search results. Just saying that phrase. Damn you. I didn't say the T word. I didn't say Trumpe. That's what I would have done if I was Trump. I did say it because who cares? I'm a rebel. I can say what? Biden, Trump, Kamala Harris, Biden, Putin. That if I was president, that's what I would do. Instantly, schools, nursery rhymes. That's what I'm doing. Straight on the babes. I'm getting in their heads immediately, and I'm offering incentives, baby. I'm offering incentives. I'm saying immediately, you're gonna make a new president nursery rhyme with my name in it, and I'm giving incentives. I'm gonna make sure nobody else could ever try this again. I'm gonna make sure I'm the only president in history. You know what I'm gonna do? Smart strategies, right? I'm set it for 8 years because I'm gonna win my second term. Obviously, I'm set it for 8 years. Set like a law, whatever it's called. Set a law that's going to take effect in 8 years' time. That's going to say no other president can forcefully indoctrinate themselves into the school education system to make themselves known and remembered. Instead, I'm going to do it during my whole. I'm going to do it, and then, but I'm going to be the president who does it during the whole 8-year run. And then when I'm finished being president, then that rule saying other presidents can't take control and try and input themselves into the school education system purposely. So that way, I'll be part of the education system forever. I'll be part of nursery rooms. I'll be part of like school projects. I'll be part of like PE. You have to like do a bleep test and be me screaming at you the whole time. Do you even know what a bleep test is, Americans or Europeans or Africans? That just sounds a little weird. Does that sound weird? Does that sound like oddly a little bit racist? Africans. Yo, Africans. Yo, European. Yo, African. Is that really called someone African? Yo, African. It's not really a good cuss, is it? Yo, African. Yo, European. Yo, European. Yo, Scandinavia. Yo, Scandinavia. Where are you going? Look, no, wait, I can make a good joke out of this. Okay, Greenland. Okay, he's a bully. This guy's and the bully is a bully. That's me. There's a guy. He's from Scandinavia. And the bully is trying to make fun of him. My joke I got right now somehow ends with Greenland. Like, why didn't you go back to Greenland? Hey, Scandinavia. You're wearing over green. Why don't you go back to Greenland? Hey, Scandinavia. You're wearing all that green. Why don't you go back to Greenland? Oh, that's the ultimate one. Prayer hands. Wait. Boxing pose. There we go. Dude, if I was jacked, that's another rule for winning poses as well. Get jacked, and these winning poses just become like 10x easily. Simple maths. Well, it's 28 now. It's pretty much the end of the podcast. I don't know if you could hear me through all of it. I decided to try a new thing. I tried to put my mic a bit further down. Just to try and reduce audio issues, and the audio has been too high. Look at this. This is another thing about being skinny. Look, you're all like compact. You can do things like this. It doesn't feel threatening, you know? You just feel... It feels nice, doesn't it? This feels nice. This feels nice. This moment. Just me and you. The only people in the world. I'm looking to the camera. It's just me and you. In this moment. You don't have to worry about anyone else. You don't. Remember Patrick Bet-David's first rule? Remember Patrick... I can speak. Trust me. It's my job. Remember Patrick Bet-David's first rule of entrepreneurship? Think. Screw that rule. Don't think right now. Just feel. You, me. In this world of chaos. Alright? There's no one else. But it doesn't have to be anyone else. It's just you and me. Together. For forever. Okay? It doesn't have to feel bad. It can be good. It could be right. It can fulfill everything you ever want. Just a little bit closer. You tried to kiss me. Are you crazy, bro? What's this? You tried kissing the computer screen? Who are you? Who are you? Oh, my mum's back. Perfect timing. I'll see you next one. Jazz hands. Jazz hands. Jazz. And all that jazz.